Hey guys, this is Here Autonomy 2011 here. Welcome to the new Let's Play of Crash Twinsanity. This is frankly a game that I'm going to press the start button here because if I don't, it's going to just lead to the intro again. This is frankly a game that I wanted to play for a very long time, and I personally thought I was going to play this a lot later because I had other LPs planned, but, I felt bad for not recording anything for you guys for like a month or so. So, yeah, here we go. In case you guys were wondering what that whole 3 years ago thing was, here's a little summary of the Crash series in a nutshell.
Can't you ever let me win?
Yeah, so, I'm not the biggest Crash Bandicoot fan, but this is my favorite game of the series. This is technically the 5th game in the series, if you can believe that. And this is also the second game that wasn't made by Naughty Dog, but that's neither here or there. This game is extremely, extremely underrated, and frankly, I feel that this was honestly the last Crash game to, well, I guess be good, as harsh as that is. And, well, frankly, it was a bit impressive that it took them, Crash went 5 games before it started to decline. And, that's honestly very kind to say to a series like this, especially after Naughty Dog got rid of it. But, without further ado, just to let you guys know, this is going to be 100%, and 100% run through, but yeah, at the cost of my health, because 100% of this game is actually hell, and you'll see why as we get to the later levels. But my save file isn't here, but we're not worrying about that because we're going to do a new save anyway. So in any case, as soon as I make this new save data, let's go.
I'm gonna get ya. Come here.
Sleep, my insipid angel. Crash! Crash! Where are you, big brother? There's something weird going on in the bay. Come see! What have I got?
And with that little notice of autosave, we are in Crash Twinsanity, and as you can see, this game is actually open world, if you can believe that. Well, I say that as if it's a hard thing to believe. You're seeing it right here. For those of you who may not know the Crash Bandicoot series, this was originally a PlayStation exclusive series that was supposed to rival Mario and Sonic, and we're just going to go over here and lead these chickens to their death because it's going to give us, or not. Okay, while I'm leading these chickens to their demise, oh god, inverted camera. I have to get used to that. I haven't played this game in a while, so forgive me if I'm a bit clunky with these controls. Crash was once a rival mascot for both Mario and Sonic until, well, Naughty Dog frankly sold Crash Bandicoot. And over here is our first collectible, a Chaos Emerald. Okay, I know it's not a Chaos Emerald, but essentially that's basically what this thing looks like because there are 7 of them and they have the same colors of the Chaos Emerald. So I'm going to call them Chaos Emeralds and nobody can stop me. So even though this isn't where we're supposed to go, because this is an open world Crash game, what we want to do is actually go around the area and get the rest of the collectibles. Like I said, this is 100%, so we're going to be doing a lot of exploring. While I really do like the level design in this game, although there are some exceptions because there are some later level that can have really dickheaded moments, I really do like the fact that this game is open world and gives you a lot of area of exploration and whatnot. It's the same rules as every other Crash game. Get 100 Wumpa Fruits for a free life. You are dictated by lives. You can get game overs and everything. But there's also a lot of sequence breaking in this game. And again, forgive me if I mess up a few things. I haven't really have the most extensive knowledge with the Crash Bandicoot series, so if I get a few things wrong, forgive me. But as I was doing there, something along the lines of this is a long jump, which you're going to see me be doing a lot for a lot of cool tricks in this game. I think it was introduced in Crash Bandicoot 3, but don't get me wrong. I apologize, again, for getting some of this information wrong, since the only Crash game I really played was the, a bit of the trilogy, all of 4, and then this game. So, honestly, I am a bit of a noob when it comes to the Crash Bandicoot series, and that's also why, I was extremely excited when they said that they were remaking the first 3 games at E3, because, well, while some people may say they're not exactly excited for Crash just getting remakes and not a new game, I haven't exactly played the first 3 games to completion, so this is my chance to actually play them completely, and I think we're gonna get interrupted by a cutscene here, so...
Aku Aku. My duty is to protect you. You may summon me by breaking open these crates. Call me thrice, and I shall grant you special powers.
As Aku Aku was explaining there, the Aku Aku crates are basically extra hit points. Since Crash, if he gets hit once, it's basically he loses a life since he's very frail. And because of this, I'm sorry, I didn't expect the cutscene to cut me off there. I was a bit dumbfounded, just like, whoa, that Cortex and Drake? Okay, I don't think I kind of spoiled it, but I don't think it's any surprise that that's Cortex trying to fool Crash, because Crash isn't exactly the sharpest tool in the shed. Over here, we have a cannon where we have to get rid of these thingies, these totems, by blowing bombs into their mouths and making them bite their tongues, because on the top of them they have spikes, and apparently having them have dental issues is apparently making it so that we can cross. Kind of a cruel fate, if you ask me. Well, what I was saying before, anyway, Crash is very frail, so if you essentially make Crash get hit by anything, that's an instant, like, lose a life. Aku Aku is the only way of protecting himself by taking an extra hit. The more Aku Akus you get, the more chances you get to hit. If you have 1, you get 1 hit. You have 2, you have 2 hits. But the interesting thing is, if you get Aku Aku 3 times, when he said, if you call me thrice, I will give you special powers, you will get a short invincibility for getting 3 Aku Aku masks. And what's really weird about it in this game is that there used to be a jingle that plays when you have 3 Aku Aku masks, which, you know, I'll play a little sample right now when you get it in the classic games. And it doesn't play in this game for some reason, and I guess that's attributed to this game's history, which I'll get into in a minute. So if I go to the collection screen, which I believe is in options... Oh, no, you can actually see it from there, I'm sorry. Let's back up a bit. We're currently on Twinsanity Island, which is where Crash lives, and we have 3 of the 4 Chaos Emeralds. Again, I know they're not called that, but you'll see when we get all of them, they basically are. So each area has 7 Chaos Emeralds, and it's dictated, and you know, your percentage is dictated on how much you clear the story and how many of the Chaos Emeralds you collect. We only have 3 of them because we're not done exploring Twinsanity Island. Essentially, the way that the game works is that we explore some of the world map, as it's called, because, again, the game is open world. We go to a level, and then we go to the second part of the world map, and then another level, and then so on and so forth. And, you know, the levels aren't exactly linear, but they are a bit open world, too, and you'll see what I mean when we get to this next level, which, if I go a little bit further, is called Jungle Bungle, which I originally thought was Jungle Hijinks, but I was thinking of Donkey Kong. And I also like the little artwork you get when you see it, just Cortex and drag again. In any case, let's go on further, and I think we're going to get interrupted by a cutscene again. Oh, no, not yet. Alright, so we want our first gem is actually over here, so we want to carefully roll this bomb into the mouth of this tiki. And I'm not being careful. Oh, okay. I'm trying to be a little bit careful because, again, like, the controls on this is a bit finicky. Okay, we're good. The controls on this aren't the best. Like, they're not one-to-one with the original Crash game, but, like, they work well enough. But the thing is, even though this game isn't a PS2 exclusive, it's also on GameCube and Xbox, I'm playing this on the PS2, and there is a bit of input lag, so I apologize if I don't play it the best, but we got our first Chaos Emerald, the yellow Chaos Emerald, and that thing over there is a auto-save thing, so... Yeah, if I have any recording mess-ups, this is all on me, because the game auto-saves every time you go to a next checkpoint. This is also Crash's house, if I wanted to point that out. Wow, I'm running out of breath. Cutscene, take it away. Or not. Cutscene? There we go.
Come on, follow me, Crash. Stay close and do what I do.
So yeah, this is just the basic tutorial level, just showing you what to do and everything. Just press square and circle to spin. Oh, excuse me, just square to spin, circle to slide. Wow, I clearly do not know the PlayStation controller, guys. You know, it's funny, too, because this tutorial is basically, like, very patronizing, but I know they're doing that on purpose, considering it's Cortex. And, you know, about Cortex, I won't get into it now, but the voice act... Ow, really? Okay, first mistake. I won't get into it now, but the voice acting in this game is freaking hilarious. And I'll get into why in a little bit, but you can already tell from, like, the way Cortex speaks and everything, this is going to be some adventure with how everything's going. Yeah, and I also forgot to mention, if you press X in midair and then press circle in midair, you do a little stomp, which you need to do in order to break those metal crates.
It's easy! All too easy.
So he kills the first one, and then the other one just lets him go, and then he runs away, or gives up. But the funny thing is, if he touches you, you'll actually get hurt, so be careful. Now, we actually don't want to follow Cortex, and we want to go over here because we have about 2 gems for us to collect over here. Yeah, this place can be completely missable if you don't explore. So again, I do like that, how there's optional exploring in the levels, and it's very non-linear in that respect. And also, I would go for that if I hated myself, because, you know, Crash can't swim, so the moment that we mess up, we die. And if we go in too far in the water, we also die. But if we go behind here, we collect our second Chaos Emerald, the purple Chaos Emerald. Yeah, you know. Again, I know they're not called Chaos Emeralds, but they basically are when you see that there are 7 of them, and they have basically the same colors. So this is kind of a roundabout way of doing this, but remember how earlier with those Tiki statues in the cannon, all you wanted to do was essentially just, you know, do a body slam? These, you have to just lure them into the Tikis, and you have a very limited time to do so. So I suggest being careful in this, and I might want to be a bit quiet for this one because this one takes a little bit of concentration. So, yeah, because honestly, like, okay, yeah, see there? You are on a timer on these things, so you do have to be careful. And I actually forget how to get some of these, because I know you need to do something, like, really, like, clever in order to get that one around. Or do you just have to do this? I can't tell because okay. Yeah, I was wrong. Oh, God. I thought that the thing was going to blow up on my face. Ooh, okay. I should phrase that differently. Slam. Yeah, I have to record this off my laptop again because my Dazzle's been messing up recently with my TV. So I'm doing this at 30 FPS. Ooh! Okay, I actually did get hit. I had to do this at 30 FPS, so this is kind of difficult because every time I'm about to slam on this thing, my computer like freezes for a moment. So I apologize if I seem a bit inaccurate with all this stuff. Okay, yeah, this is going to be a bit of an issue. I'll be right back when I get all these. Sorry about that.
Damn!
Okay, I figured out what you had to do. You actually have to slide in order for that thing to go over, but you have to be very careful. Okay, now I'll be right back. Okay, got that one. Now it's just a matter of the others. What I have to do is just move this cannon over here. See, this is also why some speedrunners of this game, they don't do 100% because really, you really have to go out of your way to get some of the... Okay, that I didn't mean to do. My computer freezing actually did that. I'm really sorry about that one. That was bad showsmanship. Okay, so grab the bomb. And just roll it over here and run away. Okay, and this last one is going to be toughy because you really, really need to be fast on that one and not make any mistakes. Not make any mistakes by doing that and also moving the camera on the opposite way. You know what? I'm just going to get rid of this bomb. Okay, this is probably going to look really funny in like post-production because like without the freezing and everything. Oh, that's why. Alright, I'm actually seeing at like the top of my screen that there are like a bunch of like birds and everything. That's probably what's causing the Really? Come on. Yeah, the hit detection isn't the best in this game. That's also why I don't really like the ball pushing physics, but at least not as bad as Okami on the Wii with the ball pushing physics. Okay. Now, alright, Crash grabbed it, so let's hopefully get to the... No, the camera! Oh, God, be careful. Whoa! Oh! I was so close. Okay, I'll be right back again. This thing is actually getting on my nerves now.
Disappointed!
Alright, I made it. Now all we have to do is just jump up there and collect our prize. So, yeah, in any case, a little bit of history with this game, too, is that I don't know the full history with this game, but I do know most of it. If you guys ever heard of Spyro Legend of the Dragonfly, and essentially how that's the Sonic 06 of Spyro games, how it was supposed to be one of Spyro's best games, but because it was rushed and was made by a developer that basically had nothing to do with Spyro, it turned out to be one of Spyro's worst games, being an incomplete mess, to the point where you can glitch out the game and basically beat the game in 10 minutes without doing anything. Ow. Yeah, that's another thing. If Crash falls from too far, he won't take fall damage, but he'll have to take a minute to recover. You can take fall damage in this game technically as losing a life, but it only happens when you fall like really, really far. So nothing at this point. But this game essentially has somewhat the same problem, where it was supposed to be like, you know, this really, really big adventure for Crash, and it ended up not really being that because of a bunch of like complications, such as like, you know, development issues, the fact that they really didn't really have a budget after Wrath of Cortex, because Wrath of Cortex was a commercial success. Wrath of Cortex was a commercial success, but it honestly kind of failed. Oh, hey, I made it. Okay, I was trying to see if I can hit him into the things. That's why I was trying to be quiet. There's a hidden life behind here too, by the way. It was supposed to be you know, Wrath of Cortex was supposed to be Crash's first multi-platform system, and while it wasn't exactly a bad game, it was meh, so it didn't really sell well. And because of that, Universal Studios didn't have enough to make this big-ass adventure. So this game ended up being a third of what it was supposed to be. But it's funny how, out of both examples I said, how Sonic 06 and Spyro Enter the Dragonfly, this still ended up being a really great game, despite it only being a third what we were supposed to get. And you'll see why. And it's funny, too, because the stuff that we're using to collect the Chaos Emeralds with will actually show off the game that we were supposed to get. But that's neither here or there. That will all come very late in the adventure, so I've been delaying the inevitable. Let's go talk to Girl Cortex over here.
Alley-oop! It's true. Blondes do have more fun.
Okay, you know, I can't really say anything when it comes to this game either, because, like, the game kind of just okay, I wasn't expecting that. The game kind of just does the commentary for me in a lot of places, just because, it, like, the dialogue is just so funny in, like, a lot of areas. Like, it's just, like, impossible to not laugh at some of these jokes. Like, just whoever... I want to just, like, find whoever made, like, the dialogue for this game and just give him, like, a big hug, because he deserves it. In any case, yeah, this little thing here, be careful, because if you are underneath these, you can get crushed. And I guess I can talk about this now because I've kind of been ignoring it. TNT boxes and Nitro boxes. TNT boxes have a timer, so all you have to do is hit it and then just get away from it as soon as possible. And then you'll be able to be fine, but of course you'll, you know, lose health if you get hit by it. Nitro boxes, on the other hand, are instant kill, so make sure you avoid them at all costs. Now we need to learn about the TNT boxes because we need to get across this bridge. We learned this before when we were exploring, but this is when the game's supposed to learn it, and hey, we have 69 Wumpa Fruits. Okay. This game also introduces TNT switches, so you don't have. So if you see those, get those immediately, because those are usually your saving grace if you want to get across some platforms. We have oh, we actually have all the Chaos Emeralds now. So yeah, we have 100% of this area, so all we have to do is just progress. But yeah, you see the colors. They basically are the Chaos Emeralds when you look at the colors there. Oh, there's only 6. Okay, the 6 Chaos Emeralds. So I guess Crash Twinsanity takes place at the same time as Sonic 1. So let's hit this checkpoint and hit this TNT. Let's avoid that Nitro and jump over here. And another cutscene.
I'm okay. The spikes broke my fall.
Okay, so, you know, again, I love Cortex in this game. Like, he's just so hilarious along with, like, the other characters. And despite what he says, it's just an instant death pit down there. Don't, oh, God. Oh, my God, Crash's eyeballs. Wow, that's dark. What I was trying to do was die. It's a good thing they kept that animation from the previous games. Wow, we are off to a good start by me dying this early in the game. This is the tutorial level, basically. Unfortunately, we can't skip cutscenes either, so...
I'm okay. The spikes broke my fall.
Yeah, we just have to see Cortex get killed again. I'm just going to avoid that and just... Okay. Alright, I was being very careful because, you know, you can avoid that. Just don't be silly like me and be too close to this. This platform's going to fall, so we avoid that. We get this extra life, and we have another cutscene.
Hey! Yeah, you! I've been doing this for 10 stinking years. Back and forward, and I'm sick of it! Well, I'm not gonna do it no more!
Well, Skunk, unfortunately, being self-aware doesn't mean anything in terms of video games because you don't get paid. Okay, and now that that's done... Oh, no! Well, I wonder what we... Oh. Yeah, someone wants us to not die, so I guess we should just go down here and... I missed the thing that was supposed to bring me. Alright. Well, whatever. In any case, we are now... Oh, we're still in Jungle Bungle? Okay, for a second there, I thought we switched areas for some reason. But we come over here, and it seems like Cortex has something to say for us. Are you okay, buddy?
Surprised to see me, Crash? Like the fleas in your fur, I keep coming back. 3 years I spent alone in the frozen Antarctic wastes. And I missed you. And so I've organized a little gathering, like a birthday party, except the exact opposite. And look, all of your friends are here. You are so very popular. Let's start handing out the presents.
So I like that little attention to detail in the cutscene that you kind of only know if you were playing the Crash Bandicoot games. That Bandicoot that was wearing that green party hat was Crunch Bandicoot from Wrath the Cortex, who was essentially designed to be Crash's evil brother, designed to kill him. At the end of the game, he turns into a good guy, and...
This is from Dingodile. Ripperoo, you shouldn't have. Pinstripe, how thoughtful. Oh dear, 2 of the same. But don't worry, I kept this. Here's one gift you can return.
Sorry about being quiet there. I can't really talk over these just because the dialogue is just so funny. I'm sorry. Like, it's going to be hard to kind of commentate over this when I really think about it. But yeah, Crunch Bandicoot, he turned into a good guy at the end of Wrath the Cortex. And essentially, he came here thinking it actually was Crash's birthday, and he was there to actually give him a present. So he's just looking around just like, wait, it isn't his birthday? I just love that so much. But, yeah, in any case, Cortex is actually really easy boss. You just have to avoid all of his attacks and then hit the green energy back, and then you're done. Like, say, right here. Also, I love how the panda bear from the second game showed up to beat up Crash with the bat from all the times that he abused him, I guess?
Meet your brand new, hydraulically operated, twin brother, Mecha Bandicoot! How was I, MJ?
Dr. Cortex, you are magnificent!
Okay, so this over here, Mecha Bandicoot. I'm sorry for talking over the game again, but yeah, you want to jump up these stairs because if you are too slow, Mecha Bandicoot jumps on top of you. Like, you know, he doesn't wait for like the cutscene to start or something. No, he outright jumps on top of you and kills you. So you really do have to be careful here. But Mecha Bandicoot, despite being a really cool design, you know, it's the first boss, so he's piss easy. Also, I love that just, Okay. So, yeah, I just love, like, essentially, like, the, League of Supervillains there that are all there to beat up Crash. And again, those are, you know, for the most part, they're just there to be cameos, but originally you were supposed to fight all these characters. And there's even concept art of fighting these characters, but, you know, it got scrapped because we only got a third of what we were supposed to get. Now, he's gonna do one last desperation attack, and then we're pretty much good on this fight. Oh, he burned his nose. Oop.
Lunch?